Hey everybody, today we're going to connect with an elemental Nidra. And in this Nidra we're going to connect with the 5 elements: air, earth, fire, water, and ether. So begin to get yourself settled in a nice little Nidra nest, comfy cozy, blankets just right all around you, allowing the body to be fully supported. And as you take a breath in, and you release, see if you can find maybe 10% more ease. There's no need to be fully relaxed in this moment. In fact, often it takes time to settle into relaxation. So giving yourself permission to navigate through that time. Beginning to notice the breath itself, the rise and fall of the breath, the inhale and the exhale, where the breath travels to in your body. Just being curious. There's no right or wrong. Breath is as natural as the wind flowing through the trees. So why would we judge it? Connecting with breath in this moment. Noticing how the body itself dances with breath. Being aware of the temperature of the room around you. And of the temperature as you inhale, maybe through the nose or mouth, and as you exhale. You may notice that on the inhale it's a little cooler, and on the exhale it's a little warmer. So reminding yourself that doing nothing else but breathing in this moment, you are actively changing the world around you. We're going to begin to journey through the body. And as we do so, maybe noticing what elements are present in different parts of the body, where it's easier to connect with water or fire, where being earthed feels more natural, and where air flowing through the body is not difficult to find. And maybe even where your sense of ether, of that magic that exists within all of us, sometimes connected with moonlight itself, where that magic is sparked within the body. Just noticing in this moment what arises. And if it's hard to connect with any one individual element, you're still doing the practice right. Honoring your own journey. We're going to begin with the left foot, noticing the big toe and second toe, third toe, fourth, and fifth, the outer edge of the foot and the inner arch, the heel and the sole of the foot, up through the ankle, the shin and the calf, the front and back of the knee, the thigh and the hamstring, the left side of the glutes and the right, the left hip and the right, the pelvic bowl, breathing into the base of the pelvic bowl in this moment, down through the right hamstring and thigh, the front of the knee and the back of the knee, the shin and the calf, the ankle and the heel, the outer edge and the inner arch, the top of the foot and the sole of the foot, the big toe and second toe, third toe, fourth, and fifth, all the way up to the right hand, the thumb and pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. Noticing if between the hands and the feet, different elements are presenting themselves, or does it feel quite similar? Moving awareness down through the finger bones to the palm of the hand and the back of the hand, the wrist, the forearm, the elbow inner and outer, the bicep and the tricep, the right joint of the shoulder and the top of the right shoulder, the right collarbone and the space between the collarbones, the left collarbone and the left shoulder joint, the top of the left shoulder, the bicep and the tricep, the inner elbow and the outer elbow, the forearm and the wrist, the outer edge of the hand and that point between the thumb and the pointer finger, the top of the hand and the palm of the hand, the left thumb and pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. I'm bringing awareness now back down to the sacrum, to the base of the tailbone. And your awareness travels up through the back itself, low back, the muscles and the tissues. All of the organs within. Just noticing the blood flowing through the back, how the muscles engage with the skin and with those organs. And the spine itself moving up the back. Being aware of the mid-back, the upper back, the well of the left shoulder blade and of the right. That spot between the shoulder blades. Moving your awareness around the rib cage to the front of the chest. Perhaps here you find your heart center. Noticing where your heart is most present in your body. Sometimes folks associate the heart itself with the idea of ether, with that magic within us. Just noticing what arises for you. Again, your perception is your own. Connecting with that, with your own intuition. Bringing awareness now to the solar plexus, to the belly and the gut, the upper abdomen and the lower abdomen, the organs within the belly, the muscles and the skin, the movement of lymph, of blood, of plasma through the body. And as you breathe into the base of your pelvic bowl, bring your awareness all the way up to the neck itself, front and sides and back. The back of the head and the sides of the head, the ears and the skin beneath the ears, the sides of the jaw and the tip of the chin, the lower lip and the upper lip, the teeth in the mouth, the roof of the mouth, and the tongue resting in the mouth. Maybe allowing your jaw to hang heavy in this moment. Moving up through the cheeks themselves, the nostrils left and right, the eyelids and eyelashes, the tip of the nose and the bridge of the nose, the spot between the eyebrows and the forehead, all the way up to the top of the head, and beginning to imagine a wind, a gust, moving across the front of your body, from the top of the head, all the way down to the tiptoes. And then the same gust of wind moving from the top of the head, down the back of the body, through the hips, the knees, to the heels. From the top of the head down through the left side of the body. And from the top of the head down through the right side of the body. So that you feel this wind flowing over your body, cleansing and clearing anything that might need to be released in this moment. And that wind begins to blend with the air within your body. Feeling that Ashe move through the body and connecting with the world around you. And you feel the heaviness of the earth. How when we release into relaxation, the earth reaches out to meet us, to hold us exactly where we are. Beginning to find the places in the body where there's lightness, where the body feels expansive in this moment. And noticing where in the body there's heat building up. Noticing your response to that heat. seeing if you can step back and engage with curiosity instead of preference or aversion. Being aware of where the body feels fluid, flowing, where movement and energy flows with ease. Perhaps you connect with the blood itself and how that moves through the body. Or there's another element connecting you with this flow. Maybe even there's a sense of coolness in the body. Just as water can be a refreshing refrain from the noonday sun. Integrating the sense of warmth and coolness, just as we connected with the air and the earth, dancing between. And maybe begin to notice how air flows through the body in similar ways to the water itself. Noticing how heat and warmth can allow us to release into the earth herself. How water can run over us, releasing into the earth, absorbing. Once more cleansing and clearing, and returning those nutrients to the earth, who allows those nutrients to grow. And as those nutrients feed the plants are nourished by the sun, by the warmth and the light of the sun. And they feel the breeze moving through the trees, helping them to strengthen, to stay sturdy. So we notice these elements dancing back and forth, none more important than the other, allowing each to give us their messages, their gifts. Sometimes with astrology, we connect more with one element than another. Perhaps if you're a Libra, you feel the wind more astutely because of your air sign. Or if you're a Taurus, you connect with vegetation, with gardening. But allowing us to connect with each of the elements, allowing them all to have space, gives us access to all of our intuitive gifts just a little more readily. And beginning to draw down energy through the top of the head, imagining that you could pull in the energy of the stars, of the galaxies, feeling the stardust of which you are made. A sense of magic. Filling your body, dancing through the body. As simply and as easily as the breath itself moves through. And beginning to notice which elements you naturally leaned into and which elements are a bit of a struggle. Maybe those are the lessons we can learn. Or can we connect if coolness is more natural in the body than heat? Or can we grow and expand our journey? Just noticing. Again, no right or wrong, no censure or criticism. Just information to allow us more fully to be present, both in the current moment and the environment around us, and in every aspect of our body, the tapestry of experience that is woven together, creating a sense of rootedness and freedom. Allowing yourself to connect to the liberation that exists when we step outside of the external factors and inside the natural wisdom of the body itself. And then we're going to begin to connect more with those sensory experiences outside of the body and how the body receives information. So maybe noticing the weight of clothing upon the skin as we notice the support of the earth beneath us. noticing the air and the temperature outside of the body, and how that connects with the wind around us, with that sense of air that moves through all beings. Noticing that sense of taste, how taste and saliva can connect us with that fluidity of water, just as a cool glass of water allows us to refresh. How that sense of smell can actually connect us with our nervous system and the magic that moves through us. The olfactory nerve is one of the strongest cranial nerves, connecting almost directly to the hippocampus, not having to move as wanderingly through the limbic system. So just noticing how smell invites emotion and sensation in your body. And then connecting with the light behind the eyes, the warmth of the light, and how that brings us into true vision, into this element of fire, as though the light behind the eyes was a torch, lighting up our experience in this moment so we can see clearly. And just as we wove those experiences internally together, beginning to integrate these experiences externally, and maybe even thread the external experiences with the internal ones. Moving back and forth until they begin to blend together. And noticing what that feels like in the body. And then once more beginning to bring awareness to the environment around you, to the furniture, the walls, or the spaciousness of the outdoors. Noticing if the body is craving any sense of movement in this moment. Flexing or circling, stretching or adjusting. Noticing how the breath moves through the body. Maybe there have been some changes. Perhaps not. Just cultivating this awareness. And then when you're ready, begin to be curious about the light behind the eyes, and in your own time, blink the eyes open, blending the inner world and the outer world. And so it is. This Nidra is complete.